Hello, everyone. Another story from Greenlight Go. We are getting through my book. And this one is called The Caterpillars in Our Class. We all know that they start out as caterpillars and they turn into beautiful butterflies. So let's listen to this story. Once we had 20 caterpillar eggs. We had them in a cage in our room. We had them 2 days. The first egg hatched on a Friday. Only Rosemary saw the eggs hatch because she was the last one to go home that day. Rosemary asked our teacher, "May I look at the eggs one more time before I go home?" And when she went to the cage, she didn't see 20 eggs. There were 12 eggs and 8 tiny caterpillars there. They had feelers on the top of their heads. Of course, no one was at school on Saturday and Sunday. So look, we see the eggs, and then there are the little caterpillars. On Monday, there were a lot more caterpillars. We all saw them. The caterpillars were light green. They were very small. The caterpillars changed colors when they were 7 days old. Then they were black and white. The caterpillars got bigger and fatter. They had to find a plant called milkweed for them to eat. Milkweed is not easy to find in the city where we live, but we found some. The caterpillars ate a lot of it. They were growing very fast. Look how big they're getting. She was right when she said they're getting bigger and fatter. Milkweed. We watched them carefully because we knew that each caterpillar would turn into a chrysalis. After that, a butterfly would come out. 2 weeks went by, but not one of the caterpillars had turned into a chrysalis yet. At last, after 3 weeks and 4 days, 7 of them did turn into chrysalises. Then another one turned, and we had 8. That was all we had because one of the caterpillars died and some others got lost. The chrysalises looked like green wax, and they had spots on them. Inside of each chrysalis, a caterpillar was turning into a butterfly. We could hardly wait to see them come out. We watched and watched the chrysalises. They changed from just green to blue-green. We could not see inside, but we knew that the butterflies were getting ready to come out. Suddenly, one day, we could see a butterfly wing through each one of the chrysalises. That same day, the first butterfly came out. It was orange and black. So the chrysalises are green. There's the caterpillar, the chrysalis. Then they're blue-green. And now look, butterflies. On the very next day, we watched 3 more orange and black butterflies come out. First, they put their back legs out. Then the chrysalises started to crack and break. The cracks got bigger and the butterflies came out. At first, their wings were wet, but soon the butterflies began to move them and the air made them dry. For a while, one butterfly flew up to the top of the cage. They all looked very beautiful. We liked to watch them. One day, a lady from the museum came to our class. Her name was Miss Gray. She told us many things about butterflies. She showed us how to feed our butterflies. Miss Gray also told us how the museum people learned about butterflies. They put numbers on the butterflies and let the butterflies go free. Far away, some other museum people may see the same butterflies. When they see the numbers, they can tell where the butterflies came from. Miss Gray put numbers on our 4 butterflies. Doing this is called banding. If a butterfly has a number on it, you say it is banded. So here's the band in Miss Gray's finger. Between her fingers, I'm just going to put it on the butterfly. The next day, more butterflies hatched. One by one, the other butterflies came out. We had butterflies for a whole week. Then one day, 4 of the banded butterflies flew out of the window. They flew out when we were feeding them. In a way, that was lucky because the other butterflies died soon. We thought maybe they hadn't had enough food, or that maybe it was too hot in our room. Maybe it was too hard for butterflies to grow up in a school. Anyway, we said we were lucky about some things. We were lucky that the eggs hatched. We were lucky that the caterpillars turned into chrysalises. We were lucky that the butterflies came out. And we were really lucky that the butterflies that flew out the window were banned. Awesome. So we learned some new terms, chrysalises, and we know that they were eggs first, and then they turned into caterpillars. So if you like the caterpillars in our class, please press like at the end. And have you ever seen butterflies come from caterpillars and eggs? Did you ever see that in your classroom? Maybe some of you have. If you like this story, press like at the end, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and bye.